been sold a lie your entire life. You write your affirmations. You visualize before bed. You repeat your script like a prayer, but nothing changes. And the reason will shock you, because it has nothing to do with your vision board or how many times you said your mantra. The truth, your subconscious is laughing at you. Every time you try to manifest money, love, success, your brain whispers, "Who are you kidding?" That's why your desires feel like a cruel joke, always just out of reach. Science calls it cognitive dissonance. Spirituality calls it misalignment. But the brutal reality is this: you can't attract what you don't believe you're worthy of holding. And if you don't fix this one broken thing inside you, no amount of journaling or moon rituals will ever work. The secret isn't in the universe, it's in your nervous system. And today, we're exposing the real law of attraction. You've followed all the rules. You've visualized before bed, whispered affirmations in the mirror, even tried that 369 method everyone swears by. But here's the brutal truth: nothing's changed. Not really. And the reason will hit you like a gut punch. You've been focusing on the wrong thing this entire time. Manifestation isn't about techniques or rituals. It's about who you believe you are at your core. Think about it. How many times have you chased a dream, only to self-sabotage the moment it got close? That's not bad luck. That's your subconscious screaming, "This isn't for someone like me." Science proves it. Your brain filters every opportunity, every interaction, through the lens of your deepest beliefs. If you don't see yourself as the kind of person who deserves that dream life, your mind will reject it like a mismatched organ transplant. The real tragedy: most people never realize this. They keep blaming their vision boards, their routines, even the universe itself, never understanding why their efforts feel like pouring water into a leaking bucket. But here's the game changer. When you shift your self-concept, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself around you. The moment you stop begging the universe and start embodying the person who already has it, that's when the magic happens. And the best part, this isn't some mystical secret. It's how your brain is wired. The question is, are you ready to finally rewire yours? Here's your 500-word tension-building section, crafted to create maximum cognitive dissonance while maintaining authenticity. You've sat there at night repeating affirmations until your throat went dry. You visualized your dream life so vividly you could taste it. You followed every manifestation guru's advice to the letter, scripting, vision boards, acting as if. But here you are, still waiting. Still wondering why it works for others but not for you. Here's the brutal truth no one's telling you. Your techniques don't matter if your subconscious is screaming, "You don't deserve this." Every time you try to manifest from a place of lack, it's like planting seeds in poisoned soil. You can water them perfectly, give them sunlight, whisper sweet nothings, but that toxicity underneath, it corrupts everything. Neuroscience proves this. Your brain filters opportunities based on what it believes is possible for someone like you. That promotion you want, that soulmate you're praying for, if deep down you see yourself as unworthy, your mind will literally blind you to those opportunities when they appear. Think about the last time something good almost happened to you. That job interview where you suddenly froze. That relationship where you sabotaged it right as things got serious. That's not bad luck. That's your self-concept enforcing its rules. Your subconscious would rather keep you miserable and familiar than risk the terrifying possibility that you might actually succeed. Because if you got everything you wanted, you'd have to confront the terrifying truth that you were worthy all along. This is why fake it till you make it fails most people. You can't trick a system that's wired for survival. Your brain knows when you're lying to yourself. Say, "I'm wealthy," while checking your empty bank account with shaky hands, and all you're doing is reinforcing the disconnect. The magic happens when your outer words and inner beliefs click into alignment, what ancient traditions call the God state. Not because of some mystical force, but because when you truly embody worthiness, your nervous system stops fighting against your desires. The placebo effect proves this principle in labs every day. Patients given sugar pills recover from illnesses when they believe they're taking real medicine. Their expectation literally rewires their biology. Now imagine applying that to your entire life. What if your doubt isn't just slowing you down, it's chemically altering what you're capable of perceiving? Studies on cognitive bias show we notice what aligns with our self-view. The broke person obsesses over bills. The wealthy person spots opportunities. Same world, different filters. Here, what's chilling. You could spend years perfecting manifestation techniques while your subconscious keeps dragging you back to zero. Every relapse into doubt isn't a failure. It's your brain violently correcting what it sees as a threat to your identity. That anxiety you feel when imagining success, that's the resistance of an old self fighting to survive. But there's a way to dismantle this without willpower, without more frustration. And it starts with realizing you've been trying to change the wrong thing all along. Here's the 500-word tension 2 section. You've journaled your dreams. You've repeated affirmations until your throat went dry. You've even tried that letting go trick everyone swears by. But here's the brutal truth. None of it works if you're secretly convinced, deep in your bones, that you don't deserve what you're asking for. Think about it. Every time you visualize your dream life, there's this whisper, so quiet you almost miss it, that says, "Who are you kidding?" That's not some random thought. That's your subconscious screaming the real reason nothing sticks. You can't manifest from a place of lack, because lack isn't just a feeling, it's an identity. And here, where it gets chilling. Your brain isn't just passively observing reality, it's actively filtering it. Studies on the placebo effect prove this. When people believe a sugar pill is a powerful drug, their bodies often respond as if it's real. Pain fades, symptoms improve, not because the pill did anything, but because their belief rewired their biology. That's how powerful your self-concept is. It's not just influencing your reality, it's creating it. So when you try to manifest money while feeling broke, or love while feeling unworthy, you're handing your subconscious a contradiction it can't resolve. It's like planting a seed in concrete and wondering why it won't grow. The techniques aren't broken, you're just using them from the wrong state of being. This is why most people stay stuck. They focus on changing their circumstances without changing who they believe they are in those circumstances. But the universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are every single time. And this is the trap. You think doubt is just a mood you can out-affirm. But doubt isn't a thought, it's a reflex. It's your psyche's way of protecting you from the pain of hoping for something it's convinced you can't have. That's why no amount of scripting will work if your core belief is still, "I'm not the kind of person this happens for." The hardest pill to swallow. You can't fake this. You can't trick your subconscious with pretty words. It knows the difference between a rehearsed affirmation and a genuine belief. It knows when you're just going through the motions, hoping the universe won't notice you don't really believe it. But here's the turning point. What if I told you there's a way to bypass all that? Not by fighting your doubts, but by dismantling them at the root. Not by pretending to believe, but by becoming someone who doesn't need to pretend. That's the God state, the unshakable knowing that rewires your reality from the inside out. And the most shocking part, it's not about convincing yourself you're worthy. It's about realizing you were never unworthy to begin with. That shift, that's where the magic lives. That's where your manifestations stop feeling like begging and start feeling like receiving. But here's what they won't tell you. This isn't a mindset hack. It's not another technique to add to your routine. It's a death, the death of the person who believed they were separate from what they desired. And what comes after, that's where your real life begins. And if that sounds terrifying, good, it should. Because the only thing scarier than changing who you believe you are is staying trapped in a reality that keeps proving you right. But here's the secret. You've already done the hardest part. You've recognized the pattern now. Now we break it. You've been searching in the wrong place this entire time. All those vision boards, affirmations, scripting exercises, they were never the real problem. The reason your manifestations keep failing isn't because you didn't visualize clearly enough or let go properly. It's because you've been trying to pour champagne into a paper cup. Your container, your self-concept, wasn't strong enough to hold what you were asking for. Science proves this. Studies on the placebo effect show your beliefs don't just influence reality, they create it. When patients believe they're receiving pain medication, their brains release natural opioids, even when given sugar pills. Your subconscious operates the same way. If part of you still whispers, "I don't deserve this," your nervous system will reject the very things you're trying to manifest. No amount of techniques can override that. This is why two people can do identical manifestation routines and get wildly different results. One effortlessly attracts opportunities, while the other keeps hitting invisible walls. The difference, their operating system. One sees themselves as worthy of miracles. The other secretly feels like an imposter waiting to be exposed. Here's the breakthrough. Manifestation isn't about convincing the universe to give you something. It's about becoming someone who already has it. The God state isn't some mystical concept. It's the unshakable knowing that you are already whole. That you don't need external validation to prove your worth. When you anchor into this, your energy shifts instantly. Opportunities magnetize to you because you're no longer vibrating lack. Think of the last time you felt completely confident, maybe acing a presentation or nailing a first date. Notice how the world bent to meet you. Doors opened effortlessly. People mirrored your self-assurance. That's the God state in action, when your outer reality has no choice but to reflect your inner certainty. The fastest way to install this: stop trying to change your circumstances and start changing how you relate to yourself. Every morning ask, who would I be if I already trusted life completely? Then move through your day as that version. When doubts arise, don't fight them, upgrade them. Interesting, that part of me feels unworthy, but that's not who I am anymore. This is how quantum leaps happen, not by begging the universe, but by embodying the truth that you are the universe. Your job isn't to manifest, it's to become. And when you do, reality has no choice but to follow. Here's the thing: manifestation isn't about what you want. It's about the kind of person who already has it. Think about the last time you tried to manifest something big. You probably felt a flicker of excitement, followed by that quiet voice whispering, that's the gap between your desire and your self-concept. And until you close it, nothing changes. So let's fix it. Start with this. For the next 7 days, you're going to rewrite your identity, not with affirmations you don't believe, but with, every night, write down 3 moments where what you want to manifest. Did you handle a tough situation with calm? That's abundance. Did you choose kindness over pettiness? That's love. Small proof rewires your subconscious faster than any visualization. Next, stop for what you want. Start the universe as if it's already yours. Gratitude isn't just polite, it's programming. When you wake up, say and feel the shift. No begging, just receiving. Finally, surrender your job isn't to figure out the path, it's to trust the version of you who's already there. Watch how fast reality catches up. This isn't magic, it's physics. Your energy match your outcome. So stop reaching, start being. The rest, inevitable.